Brandon?
Everybody ready to start Xeria?
Yeah, lay it on us, dude.
So
Computer is booting.
yeah, don't worry, you're not in it until after, so you have time to finish your character. I planned for this.
Best DM.
Yeah.
It's like
Fucking
he's psychic.
round of applause.
It's like I've played a game with Benny before. Alright, so
I was only an hour late, so shut up.
So by royal decree, you as a party are being exiled to Xeria. You've been stripped of your possessions. You've been placed on a ship, and you're going almost all the way across the world, across this ocean that nobody ever seems to travel across. It's the only thing on your side is Xeria, and incredibly dangerous. You know very little about this continent except that there's giant monsters, plagues, horrifying snake men, and savage species. So let's see. So after about almost 2 months of sailing on the ship, you guys have basically just been deckhands, doing small menial work. You guys kind of noticed each other. There's maybe 40 or so prisoners in this very large prison ship. Only the good prisoners who aren't going to serve full time indentured servitudes for hideous crimes like mass murder or something. Usually they let everybody with minor crimes do deck work, keep them busy. One night, after a very large storm, the ocean suddenly becomes extremely calm. I don't have a place for this. I don't have a map for this room, but the party finds themselves in the hull of the ship. It's lit by 2 or 3 lanterns dangling from the walls. The ocean is pristinely quiet after the storm. In this room, there is a female half-orc. There is a kenku. There is a goblin, and there is a human. This human is not a monk.
Quick interjection. How do I minimize everyone's little Roll20 windows?
Agree, it's huge.
I don't know if you can.
Go to the gear. It's one of the settings.
True facts, Josh knows what's up. Cat avatars.
Whoa!
Helping!
The names and all.
Friggin' genius.
Also, take this moment to make sure that your microphone on Roll20 is not on.
I don't know how to do that.
Say but.
No.
Well,
All
I
right,
can't.
well, you don't have to be a dick about it.
I can't hear you twice, so I think you're good.
Excellent.
Whoa! I got a picture.
What a shame.
You did. I'm not sure what Cab looks like because you didn't put a goddamn description, a physical description of this character.
Ooh.
But I sent you a picture of him.
When?
I sent you an ancient wood etching from the 13th century.
Does that count?
Did you just send him a picture of Diogenes?
No, I sent him a picture of Crab from Robin Hood. He was just an angry drunk man who fell asleep and would get tricked.
Oh yeah, I do remember that now. Anyway, suddenly a man comes busting into the doorway. His long, uncut, unclean hair. You know him to be another prisoner. He looks at everybody in the room and he says, "Quick, nobody's on the deck from the storm. Let's get a boat and sail." He says that he's a pirate and that he and his mates will pick him up if everybody gets in a boat and goes with him. So, what does the party want to do?
I'll definitely follow. I'm ready.
Sounds good.
He's only addressing the Kenku, the goblin, and the human, right?
Oh no, he's definitely asking the half-orc. He's like everybody in the cabin area.
Okay. I didn't hear that a half-orc was mentioned.
It might be the only chance to skip out on punishment here.
Well, what's to say that we get in your boat and we don't just die horribly anyway?
What's to say that doesn't happen now?
And we are on a bigger boat sent by actual government officials versus a dinghy ran by a miscreant and his miscreant friends.
We can flip on it. I take out a coin. Heads we go with him, tails we go with the ship.
You're on.
Alright. I flip the coin. It's heads.
Get played. Beguiled.
Thinking face.
Well, I mean, I show you the coin. It's heads.
I think I figured out what Goblin Punch, that item that Morgan took.
I take her at her word.
Yeah, you got no reason not to trust me. I'm a
Then
law-abiding
slide.
citizen. You can trust me.
Aren't we all on a criminal boat?
Shh. You don't gotta talk like that. Let's go.
The other human here also agrees to go with the party. Everybody, so Gensha, Clang, and Snort all move silent checks.
I was about to say, if you don't trust me, you can always what's the skill for it?
Sense motive.
Insight or whatever. Yeah.
Wait, is it not sense motive anymore?
No, it's condensed into insight, I think. But
What is this?
It's streamlined.
so you said stealth or?
Yeah, is it a stealth check? Sorry, I'm still used to 3-5. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be stealth. From
Just
what I
to
can see.
Just to confirm, I'm not there, right?
Right.
The monk and the bard are not present soon.
Why are you rolling twice?
Let's see.
Oh, yes. This one is weird.
I'm just gonna take that.
What's the
Yeah. Yes.
What's the 13, 14?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So the first one is your first roll, and then if you had advantage, you could choose from the first or the
I'll be right
second,
back.
whichever is higher.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Alright, those are pretty decent actually. So,
I accidentally rolled twice.
I'm just gonna take the 16 because
My first beefy character that can actually sneak around a little bit.
oh, you're right. I was looking at a different number. Enchantment. The party slowly creeps along the creaking deck floor, careful to avoid the really noisy, holy, crunchy ones, making their way up to the deck. And just as the pirate said, nobody on the deck. Not a soul up there. Even in the crow's nest, there appears to be nobody. The pirate motions over to the party. He unveils from underneath the tarp, fairly rough-looking boat, a dinghy.
And the water's still pretty still, right?
It's like extremely still, especially for like the ocean. You've never seen ocean that had no waves, just like placid like a lake.
Seems like a good opportunity. We've been blessed by the gods, folks. Let's get on here. And I jump in the dinghy.
Well, this isn't the first time I've been lucky, I suppose. I climb in.
All right. He's gonna want help loading up some goods that he managed to pillage. So, do you guys want to load up some crates full of questionably spoiled food?
Yeah, I'm pretty ripped. I'm pretty shredded.
I'm gonna sit back on the dinghy. Kind of doing the job of a foreman, telling you good spots to put stuff, all that kind of stuff.
I take
I
a
just
whiff of
open
the
my mouth
food
and
in
the
the
sound comes
box.
out.
Oh golly.
Give me the monies.
Kenku are scary.
Is that the noise the Kenku made when it opened its mouth?
Yeah.
I try my best to ignore that. I'm unsettled.
Everyone just kind of stops and stares for a second.
Let's see. The pirate hands a lantern to Snort and says, "Here, signal the ship. It's been tailing us for about 2 months."
Okay, I'll wave the lantern.
Make a is it so check?
A what check?
Spot.
I don't think there's perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they replaced that one. Yeah, make a perception check.
I'll try my best. Aye.
Can I also assist with this?
Sure.
You just had to show me up, huh?
I like that both of your advantage rolls are 20 though.
Interesting.
That little one's gonna have to stay quiet.
Which little one?
The bird.
Are you crowing to tell us where the boat is?
That was me laughing.
It's true, but to be
Oh no.
That's true.
the pirate looks disapprovingly. He's like, I see that this is why you got caught.
Laughs in bird.
We better pick it up then. Come on, Hevo.
Let's see. He finishes loading up the little dinghy. As you're waving the lantern in the distance, you can see very faint, tiny little light, possibly from another lantern or some other light source on another boat.
Okay, I'm gonna start covering it and then showing it, blinking it to send code over.
Nice. Just do some SOS and
Yeah. So they know it's not just a random light, you know.
let's see. All right. Who wants to row?
All row.
That's right. And that beefy human can row too.
Do I even have hands? Okay.
I didn't think of that.
You could your clawed feet. You just flap you fly a little bit in the air and then go
Oh.
down.
Yeah, Kenkus have little clawed hands.
Hand feet.
Okay.
Oh, Kenkus are kind of cute if they weren't, gross crow people.
You're
Um,
a little person.
So I guess we'll lower ourselves down.
Yep. You guys managed to gently splash into the water. The pirate and the other human undo the ropes. The dinghy sits everybody pretty comfortably for something which is like a small navigation or scouting craft. The Kenku and the orcs, the half orc, start rowing, and you start making your way further and further from the ship.
While we're rowing, I look to the pirate. So humor me. You say they've been tailing us basically since we've been on the boat. How'd they not get caught?
He just looks you deep in the eye, and he's like, "They're better pirates than I."
I loudly snort.
Let's see. Speaking of snort, you and the Kenku both make another perception check.
Okay. Aye.
Nice. You're able to keep everybody in order. You're heading towards the light, towards the other boat, and you can clearly see it, even though it's starting to get somewhat misty because the sun's going to rise soon. So that
Can I see any markings or flags on the ship to identify it?
oh no, it's still quite far away. It's going to be an hour of rowing.
Okay.
But you know you're coming.
I can't even determine the shape of ship to see what kind of ship it is, like a Navy vessel or something like that.
With your 20, you can definitely tell that it's some sort of large schooner. It has lowered swift sails, so you think it's something like a military ship or a ship that's used for raiding because it
Oh.
moves fast.
Okay. So things are kind of lining up.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Does anybody need to do anything else, or
Sorry, I'm back.
I just Snort just kind of grinned and like, I'm gonna be home quicker than I thought.
nice? Let's see. The party keeps rowing for about 20 or so minutes. You can see the ship behind you getting smaller, and you can start to see the shape of the ship you're going towards on the horizon, just as like a black speck. Suddenly, everybody make a perception check.
Oh yeah,
I get fucking trash. Woohoo.
220s.
That's okay.
You changed your name.
When? Where? What?
Yes, this is cutie.
How?
Beguiled.
Wrong button.
I shoot it.
I roll
The
my
drunk.
short bow +2 check.
Let's see.
With bonuses, that's a 29 to hit. It misses.
What do I see with my goblin eyes?
It's not even exactly what you see. Suddenly you have a tremendously bad feeling. The Kenku also feels it, but the half-orc seems like everything's going great. The pirate and the half-orc are sharing the story. The pirate's like, "Oh yes, this one time I opened this chest, and instead of being gold, it was like two small men cowering in it."
I'm gonna open my mouth.
Oh jeez. I agree. What's going on here?
The
Pirate.
THX noise starts playing.
Oh yeah, THX. You're right. I put THQ like an idiot.
What's going on here?
Suddenly, the calm water, the boat almost suddenly eases back and forth as if it brushed against like a rock or something.
I feel like Katie just found a soundboard and was like, "This is my new character."
I found several soundboards.
Knew it.
So what did you say, Brandon?
The boat rocks back and forth suddenly, even though there aren't any waves to move it.
Is there something underneath us? Can I kind of peer into the water?
Peer over the side of the ship, the dinghy, and you look down. You don't really see much of anything. It's just pretty much reflective water.
Okay.
When you look back up with your lantern in the distance, the speck isn't there anymore.
The speck of the ship we were on?
Oh no, you're going towards.
Oh shit. I look toward the pirate, like, where's the ship? What happened?
He's like, what do you mean? They probably just took the signal down. He's like, just throw the lantern about until they see it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Start frantically flashing it.
The boat rocks a little more. About this time, the half-orc probably notices a bad feeling.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can I glean something from the boat rocking?
Yeah, I was gonna, you would notice that.
I don't like this. What's happening?
Just keep going toward the ship.
If this is a trick, this ore is going in your ass.
Who's that directed toward?
That's going
Everyone.
It's directed at the pirate.
I was like, it's not going toward me.
No, you guys aren't trying to trick me, but I haven't trusted the pirate since we've gotten on the boat.
Alright,
Who's that
open
directed
the
to? Everyone.
Can I
Just the Kenku.
can I do like a investigation to see if this pirate's on the up and up?
Yep.
Oh, that's the wrong button. Sorry.
Intimidation.
What's going on? There we go.
Let's get it.
I'll tell you anything you want, just don't hit me.
I kind of read his body language, looking him up and down. Where's the ship?
He's like, there's nothing wrong. He's like, and he looks at the half orc. He's like, just keep using that oar for rowing.
Do I believe him, or is he trying to?
It looks like he's hiding something.
I kind of say, "Hey, stop rowing! Tell us what's going on."
I stop rowing.
He's like, the ship's got to be out there somewhere. He's like, just keep showing the lantern. Suddenly, the boat rocks viciously for a second.
I'm gonna intimidate the pirate.
I'm gonna take the lantern and like cover it.
Please intimidate. You cover the lantern.
What is happening?
It's a hooded lantern.
You're gonna tell us what's going on real fast.
Can I send my familiar to start like wrapping around his leg?
Well, I'd like to know where.
With that intimidate, he looks frightened. His face is dropped pale. This orc and this creature just all over him. He's like, I don't want any of that. He's like, can you back me up? And he turns around to look at the human who was at the rudder, but the human's not there anymore.
There was two humans?
Yeah, remember in your room there was another human who.
Oh, okay, that's right. What's going on? Where'd he go?
I knew it. It was a trick all along. What's your long game? We slaves or something?
Yeah, he's like, there might be a game, but I'm not the one playing it. He points at the water. You can see the other human had a handkerchief, and now it's just floating in the water.
Is the ship we came on still in sight or no?
Yeah, it's maybe 200 meters away.
Yeah, was it on the current? It was easy for it to kind of get away from us, or?
As I said, there was like no flow going on, so it's very easy to get away, but the water's starting to become slightly more turbulent. What does the party want to do?
I'm gonna point back to the original boat.
Can Kenku just not talk to you?
They can't, like, they don't have their own language. They can only speak repeating words and things that they've already said or heard. They're
Like
words
Bumblebee
for
from the Transformers movies.
I say that we could try and get back to the ship we went on.
And explain to them why we tried to escape in a dinghy?
You gotta sneak. You're good at sneaking.
Racist.
Like punching.
Well, what do you suggest? We got nowhere else to go.
Well, we can either die out here, or we can die on the boat. Either way, we might die.
I mean, we could flip on it again.
No more coins. No more games. No more what the hell's in the water.
I flap my arm wings and point into the water.
I'm not going in there to check it out. Get the pirate to do it.
I'd like to try and
Scared the shit out of me, honey.
I would like to try and. Dun, 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 dun. It's not going to go well, but I would try and investigate the water.
You mean you're going in it, or you're just peering into it?
You said it had like a mirror sheen. Is the turbulence sort of disrupting that so that I could see into the water?
Yes, you can see right into the water. If
Okay.
you're looking right where the kenku is, you suddenly see something kind of like spiraling up, like slowly, like reaching out of the water.
I'm gonna squawk.
It is just a little tentacle. It's only about as long as your arm.
Only as long as your arm. Was it attached to?
You can't see. It just keeps going down.
So you mean like as wide as your arm?
Yep.
But not.
Oh, sorry,
And
not. My bad.
in this, do you just add another die for crit, or do you multiply what you rolled the first time?
It depends, I think.
Quarterstaff, probably just times 2, like normal.
I don't know.
Pretty sure.
I don't know. Every DM I've.
I think the base rules is you just roll the dice a second time and don't add modifiers again.
Oh, for damage? Okay, that makes sense.
Interesting.
Thank you, base Josh.
But my 5e experience is not huge.
I'm gonna kind of motion my my Quizit familiar to go further up and say, "Hey, you get a better look in there. What's going on?"
This pirate's like, I'm getting back to the ship. He grabs one of the oars and keeps trying to steer, but he's only turning the boat in circles. Suddenly, there's a big motion, and the entire boat flips over.
Whoops, ignore that.
Quarterstaffed me.
I hope you guys have swim.
water.
There's no.
That's not a skill.
Yeah,
That's,
It's athletics.
athletics.
Oh, that's actually
No.
way too clever.
You fool.
Gay, just make a deception check to try and convince the water not to drown you.
Shit. I want to try and grab onto someone to help me up. Because I'm thrashing in the water.
Let's see. Roll a d6. If it's even, you get the pirate. If it's odd, you get the half-orc.
Oh,
6.
That's okay. The pirate rolled better than me anyway, by like 2 points. When the number's green, does that mean that you crit on the
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. You
Swag.
technically can't crit on skill checks, but like that's pretty cool
That's dumb.
Minus 50 DKP.
though.
Alright. So
Wait, I
I'm
don't
grabbing
even
onto
know what
this
that
pirate.
was.
It doesn't matter. We're not slowing the game down. Let's go.
All right. You spill down into the water. Swoosh. Suddenly you're surrounded in like this sticky, burning seawater, just all in your face and mouth. It tastes bad of the sea.
I'm having a bad time.
You're having a bad time, bird.
I'm a bird, not a fish.
Yeah, you start sinking rapidly. You can see there's like maybe like 10 tentacles just like reaching out. Like as they get farther down, they get thicker until they're like as thick as a covered wagon.
Jeez.
I don't want the bird to die.
Actually, I rolled a 14. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm the one drowning.
That's pretty. I mean, you grabbed onto
yeah.
the pirate.
True.
Yeah, it's true. The pirate immediately shooting back to the surface. Snort immediately grabs like a hugging grab of his leg, and he tries to almost like shake her off as he swims back up.
I'm gonna just kind of climb up on his back to get on top of the boat, the capsized boat.
Let's see. With your 19, you're able to get close to the surface. So the half-orc is like halfway to the surface. The pirate surfaces, and the Kenku is like halfway there. The tentacles come flying by you, trying to grab you, little bird person.
Fuck. I'm gonna make another athletic.
Yep. And half-orc, you can make another athletics check. Do you want to go up or down, though?
I assume I see the tentacles too, right? Let's.
Yes.
Oh, great! My advantage, quote unquote, would have been a 1. That's fun.
Oh, is that why there's 2 numbers?
Yeah, that's in case you can roll with advantage. But I like that
So-
all of our advantage rolls have been poop.
Nah, Katie on her perception got a crit.
I'm gonna try and bring the bird up too. So I'm gonna swim further down to try and get at the bird.
All right. You're able to go down and you meet hands with the bird. The bird has a problem. The tentacles have wrapped around his feet.
I'd like to try a strength check to rip the tentacle.
Yeah.
My hero.
Oh,
Saved
poop.
by a muscle lady. Maybe.
I rolled
Sweats.
a 5 on that anyway, so it's still good on a 5.
Still sweats.
Sweating underwater.
You tug on the tentacle. One of them comes loose, but the other one is just barely holding on to the Kenku's ankle.
I'm gonna try again on the other one. Is that doable?
You can, but you both also have to make athletic checks. We'll go to the pirate. The pirate surfaces, along with Snort.
Kind of coughing up and spitting up water. Like, that was a close one. Now freaking get the boat back on. You gotta get out of here.
He clings onto one of the floating crates. He points with a big dash in the boat. He's like, we'll never make it back to the ship. He's like, that thing's gonna get us before we can swim there.
Shit. What'd you get us into?
He's like, if I was a lucky pirate, I wouldn't be in this situation.
Yikes.
Can I peer to see what's going on in the water?
Yes. Let's see. Oh god. In the water, you see the half-orc is struggling with the Kenku's leg. It looks like something is like snagged. Neither of them are moving through the water. They seem to be in one position. And futilely trying to pull the tentacle away while other tentacles slowly surround them like vines. Like a bad hentai.
I kind of cling to the pirate and say, we gotta get back down there. It's gonna be easier if we got all of us.
You want to make a Diplo check? He looks perplexed.
Sure. But I'm not gonna Diplo. I'm gonna intimidate him. I'm gonna say, we're all gonna die if we don't make it out, so we gotta get them.
Let's see. He's like, sure, I'll help you. He like grabs you by the arm, and he's like, I'll throw you down there, and then I'll swim too.
I got a feeling he's not gonna come get me. Can I get to the mass of the tentacles with him, like, just jetting me into the water?
If he gets a good strength check, he could throw you, but you'd have to make a really good athletics check to get all the way down there.
Oh, jeez. That doesn't sound like something I'm gonna do. So let's see his strength check first.
Alright.
Well, I'd like to know where you got the motion.
Nope, that's athletics. I want
That's not bad.
Got 15. So while he's swimming, he grabs you by the arm and he almost like spins about in the water using his legs. He manages to fling you down into the water. You feel like G-forces on your face as the strength with which he threw you down. And suddenly, you're like at the same level as the Kenku.
Okay, but the half works further down.
Just at the Kenku's foot.
Okay. So how many tentacles are around me?
There are 4, 1 in each direction.
Can I cast a spell?
Yes, you can.
I'll cast it underwater, so I guess I'll stop holding my breath and cast Arms of Hadar. So the enemies within 10 feet of me, like these giant black shadowy arms, like come out of me and just kind of punch at them from my back. So they get a saving throw, I think? Yeah. They must make a strength saving throw and fail. The target's 2d6 damage and can't react this turn. So, I don't know how you want to treat that. I'm pretty sure that beats my... Yeah, my DC is 14. So they take half the damage still, though.
Alright.
Do you want me to roll separate for each tentacle, or did you roll...
I would go for each tentacle, because that might be easier to work out.
Okay. Now, do each tentacle get a reaction? Is it one thing, or no?
No, he's not focused on you, so I'm not going to give him any sort of reaction against it.
Okay. So 5, 3, 3, and 3.5.
Nice. 3 of those tentacles just rear back after, like, I imagine like these black streaks of like lightning, or like these little black tentacles come out and smack them.
Ignore that.
I can't. I want to know what it does.
Me too, which is why I clicked it, because I don't remember.
Wait, what?
See, tentacles come flying out of the goblin. Imagine she's like this at the same level, so just kind of shoot out, match the same size as those tentacles, and slap them back. Like when you play that game where you hover hands over somebody else's and they swing them over and slap their hands.
And now I'm gonna try to pathetically swim back up. I'm turned around, so I kind of swim further down.
Alright, you have a bad time. You're also, because you open your mouth to use a spell, you are low on air.
Oh no!
Other two
It's
people.
cleric's prodigitation. You know what I mean.
Strength
Prestidigitation.
checks for the other two if you want to get out of that foothold.
Strength check. Here I go. Doing. Yay!
Nuts. Let's see.
So which one are we taking? The first one or the second one?
First one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The second one only matters if you have advantage or disadvantage.
Do we still have our weapons and stuff?
You have none of your items unless they're really small.
Okay, never mind.
I'll say yeah, you'd be a lot heavier in the water if you had all your items, especially probably Gensha. Does Gensha wear leather armor? I didn't read.
What's up?
Does Gensha wear leather armor?
Gensha wears chainmail.
Okay, thought so.
Dank. Yeah, you die immediately.
Emerges this huge maw. It slowly pulls apart its beaks, and they slowly open. But they open like the gates to the city. They're so large.
Oh, so this is
Do I
definitely
find Virgil?
larger than me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It reminds me of that scene from Elf where it's just, "Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad." It's just a friendly Kraken. Bye, guys. Hope you escape prison.
Okay. So
Kenku gets free. Gensha just finally gives up, turns like bright red, and pokes out and rips the tentacle from the foot. It breaks into 2 little pieces and slowly floats down.
Woo!
So what? The Kenku and the half-orc are going to the surface?
If they can both make good athletic checks.
Isn't that what the strength checks were for?
No, that's for breaking the tentacle that was.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yep, Kenku and Snort are basically just slowly drifting down. The orc is just staying exactly where she is.
Can you
Oh.
fly?
No,
Not
Kenku
in the
don't-
water.
Kenku don't have wings either.
What? So you're just like a chicken person?
Yeah, they were
Chickens
robbed,
have wings, dude.
they were
Yeah,
they were
okay.
robbed of their wings by some old god or something like that.
That blows.
So how are we gonna react to this? Like, what happens? Can we act, or like, do we get another
You
chance
guys-
to do something?
Well, I get to try to grab you guys, and then you guys both. Everybody gets athletic checks. But if you want, you can make other moves instead of athletic checks, like as you did. You can cast a spell. I gotta make these rolls.
I could destroy water.
I don't think you
much
can
water.
destroy enough water.
The whole ocean.
You destroyed it above you, create a vacuum, and suck you up.
Well, aren't you smart, Mr. DM man? Would you actually let me do that?
No.
How smart is Clank Jangles?
That's true. There's a lot of wisdom.
Make a.
Link Jangles is a genius.
Clank genius.
Plank genius.
Two of the tentacles swing by. They cross like scissors, trying to capture the Kenku, but instead spinning him in place. One tentacle shoots out of the darkness and grabs around Snort's waist.
My face.
Waste.
Oh, okay, good. I need that for spellcasting. And did I go for the half orc or not?
No, the half orc's farther up.
Gotcha.
Can I bite things? Is that bougie?
Do you get a natural bite attack?
I think so.
Do I have a clear, like, kind of sight to its maw?
You do.
Is it open?
It's about maybe like 25, 30 meters below you.
Is it open?
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast inside its mouth.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast.
Here you go.
I have to roll to hit, so let me do
Are
that.
you a blaster?
Yeah.
Nice. Blaster Besto Warlock.
So 19? And you said it was bigger than me, right?
Yeah, that hits. You can hit
Alright.
14.
So since I'm a goblin, I'm really adept at hitting things that are bigger and doing damage to them. So I get my level and bonus damage to it.
Dang.
And then I also get my charisma as damage to it as well.
How much is Eldritch Blast for damage?
It's a D10.
Oh, nice. Roll it. I gotta see this.
Oh, that's not that good.
That's still decent on a 5 though. Like when your max is 17, like that's
Yeah. So like a shadowy like maw shoots out of my hands into the open maw of the squid. Just kind of biting and thrashing as it gets the way into it.
Let's see. You can't really hear very well underwater, but there's like a large roaring noise after it hits. Also, Eldritch Blast pushes you back.
Oh, okay. Does it take me from the grasp of it?
Yeah, when it gets hit, it lets you go back up because it'll let go when it gets hit.
Does it let go of the Kenku as well?
It does. It is retreating.
No, we have to face the hardest part. Actually making it to the surface.
swimming. Dun dun dun.
Shit.
You guys.
We're not done yet. We're going after it.
We're drowning. Oh, they're all over again.
The orc can just take rescue everybody. I guess.
Honestly, Katie, at this point, I think you're just cursed.
I know.
You're not allowed to swim.
Mm-hmm. But the curse was lifted. Remember, the boulder swam.
He did swim. It just took like a year and a half of weekly games. even though we got a +10.
So did you say that the half-orc could grab us?
Yeah, if that's what John wants to do. Does John want to take 20 and save everybody?
Yeah, of course.
Alright. When you swim down, you grab both their hands and come back up to the surface to a very familiar boat.
Our dinghy?
Nope, that dinghy is like broken into 3 pieces.
That dinghy is dinged up.
Ding.
Oh no.
But the other ship, there's you can see about 10 people on the side deck. They're throwing out ropes. They're helping the pirate over the edge of it already. He's already out.
Crap. I mean, I guess I grab a rope. I don't really have an option.
Me too.
Party is rescued. When you get up to the top, the captain, some smarmy looking man with like, he's always looks like really heavy set, like he just ate a full meal, like he's always bloated. His name is like Captain Kraus. Everyone just calls him Captain Corpse because he's just pale and always bloated, like he's been dead and left in the sun.
Nice.
Handsome.
I get on the deck and I just yell at him. Didn't you see we went overboard? They took the boat down to get us and you didn't even help.
He's like, you're gonna wish it had. He's like 20 lashings and into the deck.
Ugh.
So the party gets 20 lashings.
Hold on, I have a sound for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Let's see. The pirate just kind of snickers, and then everybody gets their 20 lashings. They make all the rest of the 3 prisoners watch as they just publicly lash everybody. It's brutal. The sun burns. The lash burns. Then you get thrown you get taken down to the lower deck by 2 guards. They open up the door, and they're like Karen Winsong, you got company. And they throw the rest of these lashed out, tired, sun-dried people into the bunk with
With a what?
A small halfling.
Guess it's my turn.
Oh.
something smarmy, halfling lines.
So Taryn Winsong's the halfling?
Sorry, John.
I kind of crawl up into a field position, I guess.
All right. From your understanding, you guys have lost like regular walking around privileges. You're gonna spend the rest of the ship's time in this bunk with this guy because he also can't be trusted. Big cab asthma.
Josh.
Yep.
We would do now.
Yeah, we're in your bunk. Taking
Because
all
I
your
can't
stuff.
be trusted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does that tell me about you?
Enough, I guess.
But that's it. The party can recover for a bit, and then I'll transition if anybody wants to do.
Yeah.
any
I'll-
party
Hey.
transition.
Guys,
Yeah.
does anyone know what skill or what ability score gets applied to brewing checks?
Wisdom.
Is it wisdom?
I don't know. It's alchemy, whatever alchemy is.
Okay, I'll just do wisdom.
Might be intelligence.
Yeah.
Could be that.
I'll stop sulking. I'll dust myself off and reach my hand out to the halfling. I'm like, hey, why are you here?
Was trying to steal a boat. Apparently it's a bad idea.
You got that right. That's why we're here.
pirate.
Really?
Yeah, we just tried to steal a boat.
Well,
It's
news
quite the
doesn't travel here.
coincidence. I'm sure you don't have a lot of company, it looks like.
Not now.
I reach into like a hidden pocket in my my dress and pull out a pair of dice. Yeah, you want to play some games to pass the time?
I suppose. I'm surprised you have dice. They took mine.
You gotta know how to hide things, friend. I'll teach you. Don't worry.
Hey, Brandon, I'm gonna send you a direct message real quick.
All right, I keep my eyes peeled. I'm always have my eyes peeled if you send any.
And I say, let's play sailor dice. I take out like a shit ton of dice and a cup.
Jesus.
What do you got to bet, friend?
Nothing.
Oh, jeez.
What
How'd
do
you
have
manage to
bet?
survive here? I take out a small pouch of 15 gold.
I wouldn't call what I'm doing surviving.
Well, you stick with me. I'll help you out. Don't you worry.
I'm gonna squawk a laugh at all of your dice and where you were keeping them, questionably.
Everywhere.
You don't happen to have any rum in there, do you?
How am I gonna hide rum? That's
You
ridiculous.
you seem to have a nearly infinite pocket dimension of knickknacks. Now hand it over.
I actually, let me check. I might have rum.
You don't know?
I have to. Come on now. I start pulling stuff out. 3 daggers, a boat, a couple of bolts,
I thought
a
you said
crowbar. The boat I stole.
the boat you're in
Does
is causing a existential crisis and a black hole to rip.
Does anyone like Stratego? I have Stratego.
Everyone loves a Stratego, master.
I'm gonna walk up to the big half orc and stick my hand out for a handshake. Open my mouth and the sound comes out.
I open one eye. I've been trying to ignore my stinging backlashes, but I hear a strange noise, and it appears to have come from the bird.
I'm gonna gesture again with my hand, like wanting you to shake my hand, and then just make this noise again.
Nice to meet you, Gensha, and you are.
Makes the noise again.
I chuck one of the dice at your head. Say a word, jeez.
That's gonna get a little bit. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Hold on. I don't know how loud this can be.
Oh no.
Hard to believe you lot didn't steal a boat.
We do. Believe it or not, we did.
For the first time this entire trip, I completely crack up and break down laughing. That's the best thing I've ever heard. A bird just screamed, human screaming at me.
I just wanted to know his name, and then he just started.
I'm gonna call you Screamy, and we're gonna be best friends.
Oh.
Not Screamy, huh? That sounds like a banging noise. Maybe a
Call him Bojangles.
maybe a clanking noise.
I'm gonna roll my bird eyes at you.
Can birds roll their eyes?
Kenku can.
And now,
Can Kenku have humanoid eyes and humanoid features?
You guys
90%
want an insect
sass.
back?
An insect.
covered in
Why are
feathers.
you gonna be an insectoid?
No, but I just have one.
I'm gonna
Mantises are the only creatures that can, or only insects that can turn their heads.
I'm gonna start rolling my dice.
Yeah, I just gave you a new character TV. Can't say
Beat
anything.
that.
well, I can speak as long as it's like I can only repeat things that I've already heard, but I can parse them together like I understand common. So I can talk like I can role play in a normal way, like speak sentences, but just imagine it being like several different people talking, but they're saying one sentence word after another.
Ooh, okay. Hold up. I know. Yeah, so it's like how the master talks.
Yeah, from Fallout.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. That's sweet. Okay, I've headcanoned your voice. You now sound like different humanoid creatures. That's fun.
And also various non-humanoid sounds.
So, while they're playing dice, I'm just gonna talk with Clank.
Playing,
Clank,
excuse you.
Clang. Excuse me. Gosh. So how'd you get in here anyway? What could you have possibly done?
I make a lock picking motion, and then
Handcuffs.
handcuffs. Yeah.
Got caught stealing, huh? That's too bad. I beat a couple of goons near to death with a chair.
I nod and give you a thumbs up.
Truth be told, that's not the those lashes aren't the worst pain I've experienced, so I'm not too hurt. Hey hey Goblin.
I got a name.
Well, I don't know your name. What'd you do to the giant kraken to make it go? That was fascinating. It was amazing.
You learn some things when you're on the streets like I am. I can teach you if you want. I'll take a little bit, maybe some coin.
I know enough to survive.
Well, you don't know how to get rid of a kraken, that's for sure.
Once I crack a couple of heads, I might be able to get my my gear back. I'm hoping.
I got an easier way. I just kind of take another dice out of my sleeve.
Casts Tasha's hideous laughter on all of the pirates.
I'm gonna poke around with your dice, like at your dice, like I'm looking at them.
Wait, what?
Sound.
You taking my dice?
I'm looking at your dice.
The sound of
Don't know
dice
yet if
hitting the
I'm taking
floor
your dice
leaves
or
the
not.
crow's mouth.
I kind of open my hand like with a flat palm, like I was feeding a dog or something, with a die in my hand.
I snatch it.
I clang it.
I clang it.
Clanged!
I then jangle it.
So, what do you just bust heads? That's what you do for a living?
I guess what the commoners call it is pit fighting. Learned it from my mother.
Your mother
Wait.
was in the pit?
Yeah.
The commoners. What do you call it?
God, just call it beating the snot out of people. It's fun.
I open
You ever
my
heard
mouth.
I'm sure if you're, familiar with the pits, you must have heard of Moira the Backbreaker. That's me mom.
Heard she didn't do too well.
Ah, she's old. That's sort of what happens after you fight in the pits for a good 20, 25 years. If your father were here, he would have done far better and killed far more people.
Insert sad trombone. I'm too lazy to hit the button.
A little trombone. Okay, I'm just gonna imagine a sad little trombone noise comes out of the crow.
Doing your own dirty work.
Hey,
Do
it's
you want me to grab my trombone?
Hey, it's okay, little guy. You lived far longer than any orc shoulda.
Oh,
I squawk at you sadly.
okay.
So, what kind of happens while we're in here?
Well, for almost another month, a little less than another month, the party just kind of whiles away their time, takes meals of gruel and tiny little bowls. He's given no spoons, eats them like dogs, I imagine.
Or like birds.
Like birds. You just spread out the ground.
I'm like,
Do you eat like how a seagull eats? You just kind of you pick it up and you go.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I don't. I lose my appetite if I.
my mouth and slide the whole bowl into my
Ugh.
swallow it whole. Not the
Can't-
bowl.
What's wrong? You're chewing your food, not tilting your head back and just swallowing it like a baby duck.
I can't say I'm surprised that's how you eat, but could you do it over in the corner?
I look like a kicked puppy when you say that.
Oh, little crow, don't do that.
Okay.
I dump the whole bowl into my mouth and make a very clear mess, but I don't care.
As soon as you try to eat the food, I cast command on you to drop it.
Sometimes uncooked rice. Goddamn.
That's fine with bird.
That's not. Actually, I've got big, strong orc teeth, but like, come on.
Birds aren't supposed to eat rice. It makes them explode.
Yeah, I think that's why they don't toss rice at weddings now.
Yeah.
Clank Jangle didn't even make it to the island.
It just
The rice
dies
got
from
it.
rice. Christ.
The best way for an adventurer to go.
Let's see.
Yeah, we'll while away our time. We'll get to know each other a little bit.
Let's see. Oh, one detail I forgot to include is that the pirate didn't get thrown in with you guys.
Oh, I had meant to ask that at the beginning. Okay.
So the rest of everybody kind of becomes like comrades, I imagine. You guys may all become like a nice little friend unit trapped in there for so much time. And then finally, the fateful day arrives.
I roll to do push-ups.
You do a push-up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I roll to do stronger push-ups.
You guys should exchange.
I sit on your back.
Okay. So over the course of the month, you guys, like, Clang tells you that he was in a thieving group with his siblings, and they were caught by a noble paladin, and Clang got arrested, allowing his siblings to escape. Also, he thinks that the orc is really dirty and constantly is trying to groom weird bugs off of him.
Oh, so apparently that's fake. Birds do not explode if you eat rice.
Okay, good. My immersion is no longer broken.
Okay.
Ooh,
Do they explode when they eat Pop Rocks, though?
if you give him cola. I tell everyone about my situation as well. Like, my sister was on her first job for the family, and she got caught, and I took her place.
Ow!
I explained that I refused to fight a very clearly rigged fight in the arena and was attacked by some goons that my patron sent after me, and so I beat them near to death with a chair and my fists.
That seems par for the course. What got you in here, though?
Well, he didn't really like that, so he made it out to seem like they were just regular people that I beat the snot out of.
Well, that's just dirty.
It is now my goal to return, and I'm not going to go any further about what I'm going to do to that man. Suffice it to say, he's not going to survive if I see him again.
Yeah. What about Winsong?
Yeah.
I'll explain that I'm here, as already mentioned, because I tried to steal a boat and a dock with a thieving crew that very graciously allowed me to take the risky venture of being the first one on the boat and untying the boat, and it didn't go well.
Yeah, but what got you into solitary and extra security?
Well, I can't really be trusted around boats because it was very clear that I had a desire to captain the boat, and that's not going to fly on a vessel that I'm not in charge of.
That's pretty fair, I guess.
I just really like boats.
You get itchy fingers.
The ocean, it calls to me.
Listening to the ocean, kill them all.
Yes, master.
Kill John Lennon. Butters, Lennon's already dead.
All right, so what's happening on the boat? They open our door up?
Yeah, finally the day comes. The boat comes to like a resting stop. There's so much commotion, like 1,000 feet trampling above you on the top boards. And suddenly the door opens and a bright sunlight shines in like a blinding beam. And an unfriendly guard's like, "Get out, scum!"
Yeah.
Did the map change?
I'll get out first, eager to get some sunshine.
Yeah, you did. Alright, basically they have a line. You guys can just line up over here somewhere. Where they're slowly processing prisoners. There's like an item checklist. There's a full giant. This place is like a mad bazaar of people. Explain what high cliff looks like. You're basically like only 30 meters above the ocean right now on huge long they're like pier moors, and so the dock below you, maybe there's like 25, 30 feet down, and then water right into the ocean, into a coral reef. There's boats all around you, and in front of you is this huge cliff that goes up maybe 500 meters. Up there, there's like hanging boats on these huge hooks being repaired. There's maybe like 100 boats hanging around in the sky above you.
Wow, that's some sight.
I trill in agreement.
Are we looking at Terran Windsong and just see him like eyeing the ships?
He's just kind of starstruck and spinning in circles around, like over and over again, just slowly examining the many boats, picking out the ones closest to being finished.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for any familiar faces, if that's all right.
I'm gonna keep an eye out on Terran Windsong to make sure he doesn't try to steal any more boats.
Hey, it's not us to judge. It's not for us to judge.
I mean, I don't want him to steal stuff without me at this point.
Yeah, I was about to say, you better give a signal, because I'm gonna go on a boat with him. I don't want to be here.
As soon as you get in line, the person in front of you, that smarmy pirate you guys were with before, with the failed fungal attempt to steal the ship.
Oh wait, can I actually cast command on him?
What's the save on that?
It's 14. Let me see what kind of save it is, though. It is... Spirit takes ash. Oh wait, hold up. That's the wrong spell. Wisdom save.
-2. That's 17.
What? Bogus.
My rolls are so good tonight.
He can feel I cast the spell on him, though.
Yeah, he just kind of turns around. He's like, it's you Kraken food over here. And he looks down. He's like, thanks for letting me get away.
I wish to slug him in the face.
All right, but there's a guard right here. Literally right next to him.
Can I charm the guard?
Is he big?
You can try. The guard is a full orc.
Okay. Then it basically just plays into how I was going to talk to the guard. Hey there, big man. You taking the pirate back on the boat, ain't you?
This orc looks kind of slow. It doesn't even realize it. He just
Sug,
looks at you.
sug.
Oh no. Me that kind of orc.
Something to doing? Work.
He just kind of looks at you. He's like, I was thinking about how beautiful the ocean.
Yeah, me. Oh yeah, me too, buddy. Why don't you go and look over at the ocean? It's so pretty.
Pulls out a gun. Just keep looking out at the lake.
I saw you subtly turn him
Oh wait.
the other way.
Is the pirate still looking at me or not?
Yeah, he's
Uh,
this armor guy. I'll move this archer.
I just kind of give him a shove forward, like, don't you have somewhere to be?
like on the answer and end of my fucking knuckles, and I crack them very loudly in front of him.
That stuff. He'd probably plead. He'd be like, he's like, come on. He's like, it was no offense. It was nothing. I just wanted to live, and it didn't seem like you guys did.
So
I sock him in the chops, or I attempt to.
Make that attack.
Let's try.
oh jeez.
I also want to kick him in the shin.
Because he's gonna brutalize this.
He deserves it.
I mean, this is what I would do. This is totally what Gensha would do if a fucking scummy cuck pirate tried to fucking leave me
Oh,
in the middle of the
jeez.
goddamn ocean.
How do you send a private message?
I just
/W space name space message.
I just sent it to him in friggin' Discord, honestly. Plus my strength. I'm pretty sure my strength
Like
is
1d6 for a melee.
+4. Yeah, my strength is +4.
1d4.
1d4?
Unless you're a monk.
So I roll a 21 to hit him.
Let's see. As he's not looking, he turns around and Genshin just slugs him right in the face. The impact is strong that everybody in the dock can feel it, and just turns around to see.
Poop. Well, I rolled minimum damage, but
That's pretty good.
I shake my fist to reel a little bit from punching him in the jaw, and I walk away.
All right. Thor turns back around. He's like, "What was that?" He's like, "Line's moving," and he like takes his like hilted sword and kind of like motions you guys to go.
You have fun staring at the ocean, big man, and I walk past the work.
Did
Oh, I got distracted.
did you get my message?
Thanks.
Did I? I didn't.
Brandon?
Oh, okay, it's up there. I didn't see the roll thing for. I did see the message. All right. So up ahead, there seems to be like several people who are searching prisoners before you got on the boat. One of them is a full giant, and he has some kind of weird dog next to him.
Wait, if I'm a bird, can I regurgitate things?
I'm sure you could just regurgitate stuff
Okay, I'm
anyway.
gonna eat the magic tea that I have on me.
Oh, so you ended up taking it?
Okay.
Okay. Real casual like.
Yeah. You notice that many people in line.
Okay. But they're not a bird who can regurgitate things.
They're just gonna wait till they poop.
Yeah, mine's less gross. Only a little bit though.
Let's see. Who wants to go through the search first?
I don't believe I have anything to hide from the search, so I will go first.
I'm gonna try to double check my hides on my person, if that's alright.
All right. Yeah.
Go second.
All right. Genshin going first.
Testing.
I found a drunk post translator.
I'll go after I'm done double checking my hiding.
Before you go, I want to nudge Snort, and then
what was it?
I want to nudge Snort, and then carefully pass you my key, and ask you to hide this from me.
Yeah. I'll give it a good hide if I can.
Wait, did you get the key that unlocks all doors also?
Oh shoot, yes. Did you as well?
Yeah, I think Katie did.
You're
That's
both
fine.
sneaks.
What if you need 2 keys to open 2 doors at the same time?
That's true.
There we go. The last one is for the key, okay?
All right.
And I have everything else in order as well on the top part of it. Hopefully that's good enough. We'll see. And I'm just like, I got you, fam. And I kind of swagger up to the inspection guy.
All right. Snort's going first.
I think,
I forgot to
yeah.
move my man.
Finch is going first. All
yeah.
right. When you go up there, there's this. He's like blonde hair with this huge giant. He's a full giant. He just kind of looks down against you, and the dog like sniffs all around her, and then looks real happy. And the giant is like pats you on the head.
Can I pat the dog?
You can pet the dog.
I pat the dog.
You have a good feeling after that.
Oh, good.
It was a good doggo.
Oh no. I guess I go up pretty confident in my ability.
All right.
Sniff, snorf.
Sniff, sniff, snort.
The dog starts barking. He barks like mad.
I try to contain my laughter.
Oh, what's wrong with your dog?
The giant just looks real close at you. He's like, put magic and non-magic contraband in the bin. And he has like this little bucket.
I kind of shrug. Like, I don't have anything. They took it all when I was on the ship. I got a tooth. And I kind of give my sneer. Is it that? I can't take that out.
The dog sniffs it. His breath smells really bad, really dog bad. The dog is just like barking like crazy, and he's barking directly where the key is and where the coin is.
Oh, really? Jeez. Okay. I'll take the coin out and show it to him. And if I can I try to sleight of hand a normal coin instead of my coin?
You would have to have a normal coin though.
I do.
You do have a normal coin?
Yeah, I have 15 normal coins.
That's true, but they took most of your items from you.
Oh.
Well, she had 15 normal coins too.
That's true. You can try, but that dog's using sense magic, and if you still smell like magic, then I don't know if it really matters.
Well, I don't know what I can do then.
Maybe that's the thing.
Don't make me mute you. You're muted.
Dang it.
I'm gonna start backing away after I put the coin on.
Alright, this dog is just gonna keep following you, and he sniffs all over you. He's like a floppy-eared dog.
Is the dog my height, or will I have to kneel down to be at eye level with the dog?
It's a normal-sized dog. He's not a giant dog.
Oh, okay. I kneel down. Did you find something on the goblin, huh?
You're not helping.
Huh? Who's a good boy? Who's finding stuff? And I look at you, and I just kind of like, go, go.
I try to get lost in the crowd.
Yeah, who's a good dog? Yeah, you found stuff, didn't you?
Make a. Did it spell it handle animal? I got rid of that, didn't it?
I think there's handle animal.
There is.
Make
Yeah,
that.
animal handling.
Let's see how long this goes.
He's not falling for it. Oh god.
Can I try to do a stealth to get lost in the crowd, or?
Oh god.
You can, but you're kind of bumbling up the line. This dog is very all on your trail. He is a bloodhound. The crowd is getting agitated because this dog's pushing his way through.
Hey, what gives?
Alright. I'm gonna have to use my second spell to cast command on him. Can I do that?
You can, but right there, the dog is a
But
giant.
I don't want you to.
Too bad.
The giant's my lunch break soon, and he just points at the goblin, and he's like, "Dogs say you smell bad."
I mean,
we have been on a boat for 2 months.
there you go. I don't know what else I can do. I don't have anything. There must be something wrong with your dog.
That's,
broke.
The giant's gravely offended.
two guards come out. They throw this guy on the floor. They're like, "This one's dehydrated." And some guy's like, "I'll give him a bucket of water." One of the guards walks over to you. He's like, "Is there a problem, ma'am?"
There's no problem with me, sir. But I point to the pirate down there. And I say, he needs some help.
Make a bluff check. This guard tells you that dog is that giant's familiar.
Can't be. There you go.
He's not buying. Nobody's buying any of this.
What? With a 21?
Oh, you're right. I only saw the 8. Whoops. I had it highlighted. Oh, you're right.
Some really astute pirates.
Just get fucked.
Alright, I'm gonna go beat that pirate up, and the giant's like, "Oh,
I say, he's got a knife on him too, watch out!
Yeah, let's get him.
Found a knife. They just slap this pirate.
They throw a knife at him. Look, he's got a knife.
He's got a knife. Get him.
No, Morgan placed the knife on this character, so he did have a
That's
knife.
amazing.
He got the shit kicked out of him.
He deserved it. Well, that's all resolved, and I just try to walk away.
Alright.
Bark, bark.
This dog is just going to continue to follow you until you give up your magical item.
Alright, fine. I give him the coin. I shove it right in his mouth.
Boof. He
The
boofs
dog
you.
dies.
I'm allergic to magic coin! I shove it right in his nose. And like, is this what you smell? And then I walk off.
Giant just smiles. He's like, "Dog never wrong."
Oh.
Right. Now he's going to sniff the Kenku.
Well, sorry, Snort, I tried.
Yeah. Is that what you call it?
I couldn't just punch the dog. It's really all I'm good at, you know?
That's quitter talk.
You're just
I-
Knuckle.
I'm just kind of kicking up the dust on the road and just like, that was my lucky coin.
Giant's like, magic and non-magic contraband.
Just strip search the
My
Kaku.
shirt and ruffle my feathers out, and then it comes out.
The dog just keeps barking, and he sniffs your stomach.
Do you not have a magic item, John?
No, I was asking if I had managed to smuggle my goblin punch thing on, because I assumed that if they touched it, they'd die, but they might have had gauntlets when they touched it. Or saw one person die and then been like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, but wouldn't the dog smell that?
Oh, it's probably not on me. I already asked.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Is my animal handling work? Yeah, 15.
No.
Josh is just gonna stride up with nothing to hide.
Easiest thing in the world.
No checks required.
He smells that the key is in your stomach.
He must smell my lunch in my stomach.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
John.
Eh?
cast
Oh,
What do you think of that feat?
Matsudurgi. I can't pronounce that.
What's that do?
I can project my voice somewhere else,
action to attempt to wrestle.
right?
There's a full giant right there. With a familiar. Is that what you want to do?
Never mind. You're
You could just
gooey.
yell really loud with the spell because it makes your voice 3 times as loud and hurt the dog's ears. If you were a monster.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend I don't understand common.
He's like, Magico in the bucket o.
I'm
swap
sure
with
we
him
can.
some more and rub feathers and like turn out my pockets that are empty.
When the dog keeps sniffing your gut, the giant just kind of nods and he points. One second. He points over to this area instead of this line. He's like, please go. He's like, go to line B.
I look at line B. What's happening in line B?
There's lots of people. It appears to be some kind of latrine.
I'm
Where
gonna
they
roll
dunk
my
you.
eyes and reach key grossly into the giant's hand.
He's like, thank you. Please go to line A. He puts it in there for him.
Can I sleight of hand sneak it back out of the thing?
You can try, but if you fail, this guy's gonna do 2d6 and crush your hand.
Oh,
Never mind. I have fragile bird bones.
Oh.
I'm gonna look really forlorn though.
Shit, like they do with the Arakakra.
Mhm.
They used to give Arakakra brittle bones in case they were flying. A stiff breeze would just break all their bones.
Wind's on.
Yeah,
You get to go through the search.
let's do it.
You know how many magic items on you do?
Not anymore.
The
you owe me.
pats you down, and the dog is very happy to see you. He's an old boofer.
I'll kneel down to like pet the dog, and as I do, I want to cast Mage Hand to knock the pail of magic items over.
Alright, but same thing goes. If you screw up, this bull giant will crush you like a can against the frat boy's head.
Jesus.
That sounds painful.
It's not something you live through twice.
But you can live through it once?
Hey!
Well, Guys, rather gonna see something really great or something incredibly great?
A giant destroying the halfling, or
Or you guys?
Which one's which?
that's a good question. I could flip on it if I had my coin. I'm never gonna go back.
Wish I had like some cooked meat on me or something.
That's gonna be tough. Yeah, you can make a roll and you can try that if you want, but I'm just letting you guys know there are consequences for your actions.
Thanks, God.
Thanks, God.
Well, so what kind of roll would you think it would be?
If you can make a reflex save and beat his reflex save, I don't even think you'd have the bucket out. You'd
There's
have
not
to
a
roll-
reflex save. There's a dexterity saving throw. Is that what you're talking about?
Didn't I?
Oh wait, I thought we were like dropping items in a bucket as we walk through the line.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
there's a bucket next to the giant, right?
Yeah.
He's got it like right here.
Is he like holding it, or is it just kind of sitting at his feet, like well below his hands because he's tall?
He'd probably be holding it. It's probably at your head height.
Oh, okay. Well, if he's holding it, then I can't mage hand it at all, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Mage hand only works for unattended items.
Yeah, I thought it was just like, sitting on a bench or something. Sorry.
Yeah, it don't work so unattended. I'll have to look into that.
She's fine. She's just hot.
Remember, it's a mage hand, so it's really weak.
Not muscle wizard.
Yeah, it's not a muscle hand.
Wait, I can be a distraction.
Spark.
maybe. I can make the sounds of a fist fight.
Is is the pirate still getting beat up?
Always.
Done.
I just walked by him as he was getting pummeled.
Good. So what's this line for?
Let's see. This line
Beating up
has
the pirate.
doors. You guys wait there for almost an hour in the bleeping sun. Beating sun. Let's see. Sometimes people go through the line. A lot of people B because they also consume their ki but cannot regurgitate. Several prisoners are lashed viciously in public over in this area.
One being the pirate.
Nah, once he was
Nah.
done, they just kind of threw him in the line behind you.
Show
And I'm so glad that my character just has to show up after drinking.
I give him the finger.
You gotta be more careful, friend. They don't want another accident to happen. I just start chewing at my nails.
He just kind of shakes his fist, but he's very weak and covered in bruises, mostly on his face.
Not my moneymaker.
Thought the same thing. Let's see. Finally, the party gets called, and the guy is like, "I want to go on my break." He's like, "Just bring these last guys in the line in."
So they just let us in?
Yeah, so they just let you in. It's like a very small little office with a large table. It's almost at head height with the half orc. The pirate in.
Also,
That pirate is gonna be the worst party member. Actually,
Sandor.
Wait,
he's gonna be the best at finding traps. Yeah, it's Sandor.
Sandor Part 2.
This is actually his backstory.
Sandor been shit on all my life.
So
I'm Sandor. I don't know how to read.
what do these guards
I've been
do?
doing this for 19 years. Wanna fight me? Fight these tears.
What's the guards doing?
Sorry, I accidentally exited out roll 20.
Classic.
I didn't turn off my touchscreen, so I just moved my top of my monitor and hit X. I'm bad. Let's see. Quaint little office. Up at the top of the desk there is just a human in a powdered wig. He just looks down at you guys. Next to him is some kind of short man in armor. And over here is like a 10-year-old girl reading a book.
What?
All right.
Who knows a lot about body types?
Is this a magistrate of sorts?
Let's see. Now he introduces himself. He tells you that he's the quartermaster of Highcliffe. This Highcliffe is actually a military base.
Okay.
So, he's like no. He tells you he has no fancy title as magistrate. That's in Moorestown. Moorestown is where the magistrate lives. He's a very kooky character. Quartermaster Throm and his number one.
Insert picture of Riker.
I got the wrong model. He's supposed to be Hobgoblin Plate Man.
Oh.
Quartermaster Throm supposed to just look real big and impressive.
I give him a little bow. Say it's a pleasure to meet you.
He tells you that prisoners are always full of sweet nothings. He's like, let's see what your papers say. And he starts like,
Oh,
looking
no.
through.
I start to sweat.
All I can think is that he tried to date a prisoner. And it
Uh-oh.
didn't go well. Oh.
Rub the back of my feathery neck.
Let's see. He goes through, he says, no serious crimes here. One case of pirating. You just kind of look at the guy at the end.
General pirating.
Yeah, general pirating. Pirating without a license.
Oh no! He's not even a legit pirate. He doesn't have a license.
One
Didn't go to
count
the Department
of
of Privateering.
one count of petty pirating.
Sorry. What's happening next?
Let's see. He goes through. He says he like goes through and reads off why you guys are afterward for one grade. He says that none of you have any indentured servitudes to work through. He's like, you're basically here in Xeria. He's like, got no prisons. He's like, if you want work, he can find you work, or you can just wander off in the jungle and die. He tells you it's very easy to. Let's see. What else do you have to tell you? He tells you that your old life is done, no going back, and that Xeria is all you have, and you can make whatever you want out of it. He says, he puts down his papers, and he says, number one, bring them their, and he comes back and gives everybody all their things that they start the game with. They're supposed to start the game.
All right.
But you notice one thing. None of your minor magical items are in your possession.
Well, I have one.
That's true.
I kind of point out like we're missing something. I had a coin. Where's my coin?
He's like, oh, of course, your magical contraband. He tells you that it's in this chest over here, but he says that he's going to hold on to it for now. But if you want it, he has something you can do.
Well, what were you talking? What were you
He's
talking?
wide.
He's thick.
He's so thick.
Oh no, he's hot.
I don't appreciate playing any more games. The thing in that chest is quite important to me. It's the last of what's connecting me to my old home. How's about I arm wrestle your number one for it?
Number one, like, flash, you can see like a flash of his eyes from inside his mail, and Thrawn like holds him back.
He hasn't arm wrestled in years. Like the last man, he tore his arm clean off.
Let's see. Gladly, the hobgoblin just stands stoically. Quartermaster Throm says, "Well, then you'll have urgency to get this done. Then." He tells you that there's canals, and somewhere down the line they dried up because somebody has blocked the river that feeds them, causing a local famine. He's kind of like, as he does it, it seems like he said this many times for some reason. He kind of waves his hand back and forth nonchalantly. He mentions that this is like the 5th group of people he's seen this week that he's sent up there, and nobody's either finished it or come back at all. And he says, whoever first comes back gets all their items.
Do we get theirs too?
He's like,
Beat
yeah,
you to
sure,
it.
whatever in the box. And number 1 goes and opens it and shows you there's.
You cut out. There's what?
There's a lot of cool things in there.
Oh man, I love cool things.
So worth it.
Are they shiny?
Many.
I am immediately interested.
Well, yeah, you gotta give us provisions, right? We don't want to die from starvation or anything.
And so he tells you there's rations in your collectibles there. He asks if you're. He's like, so you're interested.
I squawk affirmatively.
Uh,
I
Okay,
suppose
so-
we have no choice.
yeah, not if you want your items, basically. That's the hook.
Oh no, I say that in character.
Oh, well, Throm probably wouldn't say that in character.
That's the hook.
That's the hook.
That's the hook. The hook. Oh shit.
What, do you at least have a guide? Someone that can take us there?
He just kind of looks. He's like, nobody's even gone up there before. He says there's it's like a mountain. It's more like a big hill, and the river comes out of there. He says the damn fork tons probably went and blocked it off to try and starve us out.
The who?
He refers to the Yuan-Ti native people as fork tongues.
Jeez.
Oh ho.
Says they probably blocked it off. He's like, with a couple of stones. If you can just go move the stones and let the water flow, he'd very much appreciate it and give you your items in his respect. But that's it. That's the hook. Does the party have any questions?
I want shiny objects.
I think we're gonna do it. Do you got like horses or anything we can take up there, or a map at least?
Yeah, some kind of good faith offering.
He said he's like your prisoners you want for nothing. He just kind of like motions his hand. He's like, and open the door.
It's bogus. I guess I'll walk my way out, cursing him underneath my breath.
Yeah.
Do we exit out into a town, or are we just like in an open field, or what?
No, because you guys are in the bottom of High Cliff, down by the ocean. When you exit, it's like a sprawling little like merchant area and stuff. There's lots of ships going in and out. But you see against the wall, against the cliff, there's there's four of these little boxes that take you up and down, so you can go to the top part of the cliff or to the bottom part. You guys are at the bottom.
Okay.
Sorry, I had a picture drawn, but I forgot to include it. Boy, that was absent-minded.
I'll turn back to everyone and be like, we gotta find someone that knows the area. I'm not about to get lost up here and die.
I agree.
Let's.
I mean, they said no one knows the area, though, right? No one's been there before?
There's been people that freaking lived on Xeria. Someone less green than us.
Yeah. Do you guys want to do search, or do you guys want to ask some people in the area immediately where you are? How do you guys want to forget?
Yeah. I guess I don't know because we're in like the merchant area, right?
Yeah, this is like the trade areas down below. You kind of overhear that some people are taking the elevator up. That maybe there's more to it there. Houses, there's just boats and trade.
Okay. Well, can I look for a cartographer?
Sure. Still gathering.
I don't know if it might be searcher or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they changed that.
Would investigate be something I could use?
Yeah, I would use investigation.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, do we want to split up and meet up somewhere, or is my mic working?
It is.
Yep.
The rest of the party's mics, are they working?
I am looking for someone to tell me about this mountain.
Yep.
I guess,
I'm
can
not
I
sure.
investigate, see if anyone knows anything about the Yuan-Ti in the region?
Yeah. Nice. All right. Morgan, what specifically is Snort asking people? Like, what information exactly? A cartographer, right?
Yeah, a cartographer of like pretty reliable work for Xeria. I know we're in a den of thieves and miscreants, but
Let's see. So you managed to ask a couple of people. Most people can't even pronounce cartographer. Many of them seem not very bright. The fifth person you asked, though, is like, oh, how interesting. And he's like some kind of half-elf with like some really thick glasses and very strange accent you've never heard before. He tells you that there isn't a cartographer here. There is one way down in Morristown, but there is an archaeologist.
archaeologist in a place like this?
He just kind of shrugs. Says on the far side of town there's a big blue tower.
All right. I guess I'll check that out when I regroup with everyone.
Mm-hmm. All right. Clang, what are you looking for exactly?
I am looking for information on the water block.
Let's see. Everybody you ask, they're like, it's making crop prices way up. Some fishermen's like, I love it. Makes my fish so expensive. Everybody's buying it up. There's nothing else to eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What can I look for that?
You do understand this is an island of thieves, right? You're gonna pick some random guy's pocket. He's probably a thief too.
I only got a 10 on my sleight of hand.
When you sleight of hand him, he sleight of hands you, and he's like, you got nothing much in your pockets either, do you? Yeah. And he gets out.
We laugh loudly together.
Yeah. He looks at you real serious with some dead fish eyes, and he's just like, don't want anything to do with that. But it gives me the heat thinking about it. Sorry, was that too quiet for everybody?
A little bit.
Yeah.
How's that?
Repeat the gravelly old man voice.
He basically just said that he doesn't want anything to do with that blockade. He's thinking about it. Let's see. Mostly Clang just learns that the economics have been turned upside down a lot because there's a lot of farmers here in the plateau. And the soil isn't super great, but the water has lots of nutrients. And without it, all the farmers are agitated, bankrupt. They're all sharecropped, so they're the ones feeling the squeeze, not the aristocrats.
Sad.
Yeah, he's like, it's terrifying and crippling, and everybody is just like those these like those stupid split tongues. They have all these terrible words for the Yuan-Ti people. And they talk about how Yuan-Ti people like steal children and then turn them into. And one guy's like, one of them stole my dog.
Wow.
Yote ate my baby.
I'd also roll an investigation, but I'm looking to see if anyone knows which direction the groups of other travelers went, or if they've heard of any of them, even one of them coming back.
Let's see. Wait, I gotta do Josh's first.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do Josh's, then I'll do that. So, let's see. Josh has. It's not Terrapin. What's his character? Terran. That's right. Terran Windsong. Yeah, that's a good lesson. So Windsong goes out in search of information on the local Yuan-Ti people. He actually finds very informative guards. Several of them are also soldiers. The entire place is like a big barracks, all in the lower quarters area. Many of them on their breaks, drinking some water. He comes up and talks to them, and they say that everything, when they first came here to Xeria, everything was actually pretty good with the locals. Locals were happy to help and trade goods because they had a lot of like manufactured goods, and the local Yuan-Ti people had gold, lots and lots of gold. They literally like were using it to make cups, and like everybody had gold cups to drink out of because there was just so much, so plentiful. But about like 5-6 years ago, there was a huge screaming pox outbreak, and the Yuan-Ti people just had no resistance and just were melted. Their gods telling them they shouldn't be playing with the colonizers.
Savage.
Yeah, the guards are very well informed. Many of them understand that, and lots of caravans get ambushed by Yuan-Ti raiders. And the Yuan-Ti people are very secretive and strange, and there's snake cults where they attract young people into their cults and turn them into snake men.
So the guards seem kind of overall more intelligent than the regular people that are living around here?
Yeah, a lot of them are, like a lot of the prisoners who live here are uneducated, but the soldiers are all educated. They get a free education.
Got it.
Which might sound strange, I guess, but that's how it be.
How it be.
Yeah. Well, when I was studying Australia, that was a common problem, was that prisoners didn't know how to read, but so the guards would have to figure out what their name sounded like and write it down. That's why a lot of Australians have like phonetically wrong portions in their names and their last names.
That's interesting.
So it was very, yeah, it was pretty interesting. It's very similar to like settling Australia is like settling the West. It was very similar in a lot of ways and very different. Fun to read about and mirror here for everybody's entertainment.
Wow.
All right, let's go to Gensha. All right, Gensha hears some people talking about how there were adventures in the tavern, trying to put a big posse together to go and stop the blockage and stop the famine. And there was some bickering going on, so she headed that way. On the way there, she found a building that looked just like a tavern. Suddenly, a man is tossed from the building. He lands splat down in some terrifying muddy puddles, some gross wastewater from a nearby double course.
I wrinkle my bird nose.
Yeah. Oh no, it's only Gensha, I think,
Oh.
because you went separately. The happy monk is actually somewhat sober. There you go, Ben. That's your introduction.
I walk out and I immediately bump into Gensha and say something along the lines of, "He swung first, you all saw it."
John getting
Hello?
up.
Gensha's not having
Oh,
any of it.
I forgot I muted my mic so you guys wouldn't hear me baby talk my cat.
Why wouldn't we want to hear that?
Cause you guys were in the middle of stuff and she's so cute, so I had to just baby talk her a little bit. So he bumps me and slurs something about being hit first, and
No, I didn't say I was hit. I said they swung first.
Oh, he swung first. Excuse me.
They couldn't touch me.
Charming. So
Belches.
The weakest smell ever.
I've hung around orcs more civilized than you. So I'm looking for, I wouldn't say somebody. I'm looking for a few people. Some people were sent by the, what was he? The quartermaster? Some people were sent by the quartermaster to stop a blockage up north a ways.
Clear blockage.
And well, none of them have really come back. And I'm trying to see if some locals have seen any survivors.
Quartermaster sounds familiar. What do you look like?
The quartermaster with the powdered wig. You telling me you don't know
Oh,
who the
yeah,
quartermaster is?
That guy. He told me to go unblock the river.
Yeah. Great. And I see you are just on top of it, huh?
They took my bottle.
Yup. And how far did you get?
I got lost. And then I take out what looks to be a map and start blowing my nose.
A map, huh? Wow. I'm sure it would be
I
useful.
forgot that he said that I'm supposed to be sober, so I'm playing this as alcohol withdrawal.
Map, huh? Wow. Boy. Hey, we're on our way to clear that very same blockage and get some of our stuff back if you'd be so inclined.
He's
Might
like,
be
I
able-
do.
Could,
And then he just makes up, he like smiles at you and like winks.
So, what do you say you hand over that snotty map and I'll introduce you to my friends. And oh wow, he's huge.
He's a
Accurate
big boy.
size. I did add a description though for you guys.
Oh no, he's bigger.
Oh no, he's hot.
Oh no, he's threatening to engulf the
He's
whole
just like,
island.
he's like, I'll help you, but you need to do something for me.
But we
are
doing something for you by helping
he
you.
grabs your shoulders and then he goes, look at me, look at me,
don't
look at me,
don't touch
look at
me,
me.
please.
Look. Are you looking?
I have no choice but to look, but I'm very much holding back the urge to slug you.
He's just like, I need a favor. You got any coin?
No, we just got escorted off of a boat and we're prisoners. I have nothing.
They took my bottle. Do you understand?
All right, look. You walking liquor cabinet. We're
I
going.
wish I was liquor. Don't care. I'm having fun.
I'd drink me.
I'd drink me. He's just in front of a mirror.
Yeah. Look.
And he's like trying. It's clear that he's trying to focus.
We'll help you get your bottle back. But to help you get your bottle back, you need to help us get to the block.
I need to clear my mind. Do you have anything to drink?
You're gonna get a real clear mind here soon. Hey, why don't
much appreciated.
Why don't you give me that map? I'll take you to my friends. We can all go to that blockage. And maybe, just maybe,
it's taking too long. Let's just go.
Just maybe, if you don't fall all over yourself, we can get you something to drink.
Okay, can I display my prowess right here? Swirly.
Vomiting in the street.
That was my home master taught me
I
that.
took
Oh.
acidic ray as a special ability.
That's my
Christ.
special move.
I'm just Bo Raicho.
Yeah.
Well, what's Bo Raicho's ability? He throws up and then you slip in it.
Oh no.
No, but like some guy almost knocks into me. Like he's running, and then I just like aptly step out of the way.
And then he slips on the vomit.
Oh, I don't actually throw up. I just wanted to make it look like someone was trying to tackle me or something, and he's like, hey, you drunk, you have to pay for that. And I'm like, we should go.
Yeah, first.
Oh boy.
I told you, he swung first.
Excellent. So that the party can reunite and share things. We should probably do that before we end the game for this week, 'cause otherwise everybody's gonna forget what they learned.
Also, meta knowledge. Morgan's character has rum.
Hey now.
Hey now.
You can't just throw that information out there.
Hey now. I love Tears for Fears.
More like Tears for Years.
Are we ready?
Yep.
We're gonna meet up.
Yep. Why don't we do it in the order that everybody I went through? So Morgan can go first.
I tell him that I can't find a map maker, right? But I can find an archaeologist. So he might know some things for the region, and we can check him out. He's in the blue tower.
Okay.
I managed to do us one better. Why get the map maker when we got a drunk with a map?
Because he's a drunk and he doesn't know what he's doing.
I prefer inebriatedly enhanced.
I would prefer if you stopped talking.
He's just like, big thumbs up, doesn't raise his hands.
But guys, he's got the map that we need.
Did you check it out?
Well, he also said that he's one of the people that's supposed to be going up to clear the
Crowded
blockage.
House. It's not Tears for Fears. I'm sorry.
He also said that he's one of the people that's been assigned to go and clear the blockage. So, I'm hoping that once we clean the map off, that it leads us to where we have to go. But he can't
Wait
seem
until I
to...
discover it's not a map of this area.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
You
Hey.
take it and you're like, this seems to be indentured servitude papers. And he's like, they're all yours. Nah, just kidding. It is a map.
Hey, Rumsey Rum Black Label, give me the map.
He's like, I have it here somewhere. Reaches into his nothing.
Excellent.
He reaches into his robe and pulls out a now sweaty map.
God.
I don't like
He's like-
this.
He's like, what?
I
Can't think straight.
I
Don't
uncrumple.
feel good.
I uncrumple the map and swipe it. Well, I swipe it away from him and uncrumple.
Hey man, that's my doobie.
What did? Hey, look! Didn't I tell you to keep your mouth shut?
You said you'd bring me rum.
I did not say that. I said that we'd bring you to the blockage and maybe
What?
you get a drink.
No, you said, and I quote, "Hey, you look super cool. I'm gonna find you rum. I'm an orc." That's what you said.
I very clearly ignore him and turn back to snort.
Yeah, I'm gonna work with other options right now.
at least humor the map. You don't have to humor the drunk, but at least humor the map.
We'll see where it goes. It's as good as lead as any. What about the pirate, the ship thief?
You mean me?
Yeah, what'd you find?
Well, first off, my name's Terran, not ship thief.
Karen Gorefiend? Oh no.
But
Oh, yeah.
I talked around, and it looks like a lot of the guards are really well educated here. They apparently all have heard or lived through. A few years ago, the Yuan-Ti were decimated by a plague that, well, I think not us, but, the indentured servants brought with them. And so now they're very wary of us and not all that kind.
Explains why they would block the stream.
That's definitely fair. And could possibly pose a greater challenge.
I'm just like, I start tapping the orc on the shoulder. I don't
Yes,
mean
Captain
to
Morgan.
alarm you, but there's a bird, and he's looking at me.
I continue to stare at you.
He's making me uncomfortable.
Clang, this is Rumsey Rum Black Label.
That's not my name.
Rumsey, this is Clang.
Hey guys, Cabo. Nice to
I'm
meet
gonna
you.
stick my hand out, shake your hand, and open my mouth, and sound comes out.
What
Sweet.
sound?
Oh no.
I open my mouth and like try to imitate it. I'm like,
Then you vomit.
And then
it's like cab to West staff. Cab, fine.
cabin
I do
stuff.
laugh at you.
Cabin stuff. Okay.
Cab, just cab. I look at you and I'm like trying to enunciate. And I'm like Ottawa stuff.
Like, what do you mean cryptic characters? Because I know all languages.
Oh, I don't remember what I have written down, but it's written in the Yuan-Ti dialect, so it's like I'm not sure what they speak in.
Snake
Okay.
people.
I think
Sneeple.
they speak Yuan-Ti. Like I think that's just the name of their
I think
language.
so too. It's-
Sneeple.
What do the
well, if you
characters
wanted to
mean,
make it-
though?
If you wanted to make it cryptic, you could just say it was shorthand of whoever made the map.
Nah, but I want you to be able to find out what it says.
I know what it says.
Why do you speak all languages? What does that mean?
No, I can read all languages. It's a warlock thing.
Oh, that's dope.
That's again, that is my favorite block patron thing, is being able to read all languages.
Yeah, it's Eyes of the Runekeeper. You can comprehend any written word or symbol. Should it hold any linguistic meaning? So, does it hold any linguistic meaning?
Yeah, you can totally read it.
All right.
Half of the words are just the Yuan-Ti word for but
Poop butt.
So if I write down some gibberish, but I intend for it to mean something and then pass it to you, is it like secret code?
See, that's what I think. Like any secret code, I assume I understand, right?
That makes sense to me.
I mean that I wouldn't think you'd be able to understand like a written form of thieves' cant, because that's not a recognizable language.
But I know thieves can.
Just like separate of.
Yeah, no, yeah, unrelated to runes of the Eyes of the Runekeeper. I know thieves can.
Oh.
I knew a guy that died because he ate hot wings that were super hot. Really? How'd he die? Oh, I got hit by a garbage truck. Unrelated.
Well, shit. Okay, never mind then. You'd probably be able to recognize gibberishy shorthand.
But that'll come when it'll come. So what does it say in Yanti?
Monks can understand and speak all languages.
If they take a level on Warlock.
No, they can't read all languages, but they can speak and understand.
That's
They gain
crazy.
Yeah, they gain a it's like the universal tongue. It's called the tongue of sun and moon.
Nerds in your languagey shit.
I mean, there's like an entire page worth of notes on different sections of it. It describes how to traverse the mountain up to a certain point, and then that point seems to have these symbols that depict unknowing, like not sure what that is.
Okay.
Not that they're question marks. There's question marks at the top.
I just kind of snatch the map and say, I gotta study this for a little bit.
Let's see. Josh went. The half-orc went. Clang. You didn't go.
I'm gonna pick up some real dry dirt in my bird hands,
Oh, gee.
and then
As is tradition.
that's it.
All right.
Wait, do you know what that means?
No.
No, not that. But at a certain level, I can understand Clang perfectly.
What happens if Clang is just saying random sounds?
Doesn't matter. I understand it. I'm
You
the
just-
smartest, so
You gotta put like fake meaning to these things. I can do that.
No, he just like us will understand that it's just gibberish.
I'm
Right
glad
now,
you
I'm
got
staring really intently.
You're like, oh yeah. Totally Clang.
I don't get it till like 13th level though.
Oh no! I left chocolate in my pocket.
Classic.
Oh, my hands all
Hate when I do
sticky.
shit like that.
My worst fear.
Not a problem for me. If I eat chocolate, it's bad. It's bad.
That's game this week, though.
Wait.
Oh no!
It's just the pirate. The pirate comes back, but he's got a bunch of goons or something.
And they're all super buff.
Yeah.
a bunch of jaguars burst out of the
They're
jungle.
like 1 centimeter away
Yeah.
from drop kicking the goblin in his face.
No!
Oh, 1 centimeter away from kicking the drunk, and the drunk dodges at the last second.
The drunkard gets punched, but then he just drinks some alcohol like, immediately.
It's like
You're
it's
probably
like
gonna
Popeye, but with rum.
He's like, I'm immune.
You're probably gonna earn our respect the minute we see you like fucking Matrix dodge a boulder or something. Like,
Dude, okay, so because you told me that thing that I can do with my stats, like I didn't know that. So now I have what is it? Plus 2 to strength, plus 3 to dex, plus 1 to con, plus 1 to intelligence, plus 4 to wisdom, and minus 1 to charisma. I'm a wise drunk.
But boy, are you not charming.